What's up, everybody? Susan Patel here. Welcome back to the Virtual Sales Summit. I've got Morgan Ingram. Very, very excited to talk to you, Morgan. Morgan's from Jay Barrow's sales training. He's also our sales coach, and so we know he works really well. He's an awesome sales guy. What we're going to talk about today is LinkedIn voice messaging and using that for prospecting. Morgan, welcome.
Thank you, Susan. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome, dude. So you're one of the few people I know that actually have made this new communication channel on LinkedIn work. For people who don't know, what is voice messaging on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so I always go in every trend like, hey, who knows about voice messaging? And people are like, what is this guy talking about? So it's been around actually for a while. It's only catching buzz because everyone in the world's talking about it. I thought I could keep it under wraps because I was just using it and it was working. And then everyone in the world was like, oh, LinkedIn voice message. And now it's the thing. So what is it? So you go on LinkedIn and you go to your mobile app and you go inside messages. On the bottom right, there actually is a mic there. And if you've got an iPhone, you can, same thing, you send voice messages. The same thing you send the voice messages on the LinkedIn app. So once you send on the app, you can send a message to, we're going to talk about this, prospects, clients, whatever. But the purpose of it is to be unique and it's a novelty. So I say, hey, hop on this now while it's hot and people are responding. I cannot say in the next 6 to 8 months, this will probably change and people will not respond to as much. But now it actually is working and people are responding, and I've gotten a good amount of meetings from that, which we will touch on. But essentially, you can go up to 60 seconds on the LinkedIn voice message, and you can only send a voice message to someone if you're first degree connected. So that's the breakdown of what LinkedIn voice messages is and how to use it.
Awesome. Thanks for explaining. Yeah. Use it while it's hot, right? Like,
yeah, you have
now.
Got to.
Everything good eventually goes down and gets worse, but I give it a year before like it just maybe goes to a point it may not be worth it. But yeah. So before we jump into that stuff, we can talk about that all day long, but just things dying and tactics. But walk me through, I guess, like ways you've used voice messaging.
Yeah, so in a multitude of ways. One is, and actually, Susan, I'm going to ask you before I even answer this question. If you got a voice message from someone trying to sell you something, what is the likelihood of you actually checking it out?
100% on LinkedIn, or just I guess in general.
On LinkedIn, just on LinkedIn, or in general.
Yeah,
go there.
I think if I got a LinkedIn, I would check it 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think in anything, it'd be 100% I'll check it out because, frankly, it's unique. I don't get enough of those. I don't get a lot of them, so I'm just like, curiosity gets the best of me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this guy's selling me something. I don't know. I'm going to press the play button just in case he's a customer or something else, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. It's a prompt, right? And so it's the same thing when voicemail first came out, right? When emails just started, it's that novelty that's there. So you have to take advantage of it. So how I use it is, one is cold prospecting. So if I connect with someone on LinkedIn, I send them a voice message, hey, so-and-so, and then I have that conversation with them. So again, there's a breakdown I actually have just to get tactical. The first 10 seconds is getting their attention. So that's, hey, I saw something on your website. I know this about your persona. We work with companies like you, whatever, right? That's the attention. Then the next part is the attention grabber. And what that is the value proposition. Hey, the reason I'm for this voice message is because we have done this with similar clients, or, hey, we have talked to your persona before and XYZ challenge they see, and then go into it. So the attention sets it up to like, hey, this is what I saw. This is what I know. This is what I've researched. And then you go into what that research means. So essentially, we've been through a Jay Barrow sales training, the why, UI, now effect, but this is actually through a voice message. And then through that, once you've created that voice message, the next piece is the call to action. So what do you want them to do the next 10 seconds? So it goes 10, 30, 10. On average, my voice messages are 45 to 55 seconds. So this is how I normally do it. Now, what I do is I connect with someone on LinkedIn. I'll wait about 2 to 3 days, send them that voice message, and then that's how I set up my meetings. That's one piece prospecting. I also use it for warm leads. Someone may have come in inbound, things of that nature. So I'll actually connect with them on LinkedIn, send them a voice message. Obviously, it's just, hey, I saw you wanted to talk to us about training, and then I'll message them there. So that's a piece. And then also at the same time, what I also do is I use it for people I'm working in a sales cycle. So after every call, you should be doing this anyways, is I connect with people after LinkedIn, on LinkedIn. Hey, great chatting with you today, and that's really it. Then if they go dark and they don't respond to my emails, I go on LinkedIn and I send them a voice message to be like, hey, I know we have multiple conversations. Looks like you've gone dark, or looks like you've gone ghost, or whatever. So those are the ways that I use it. Again, it's another touch. It's unique, and it leads to a lot of responses that I get.
Love it. Yeah. So it's surprising that you're using it in all kind of multiple facets of ways. Do you have is that like 10-30-10 formula the same across the board?
No, it's not. The 10-30-10 is for the cold. For the client or for the warm lead, it's going to be warm lead's probably a little bit shorter because it's just like, hey, I saw you download this, or essentially for us, it's like, hey, I saw you're interested in training. Maybe they respond to the email. But for the most part, as a whole, the client one may be longer because I might have to describe it more. But you only get 60 seconds anyway, so you can only go so far.
Gotcha. And really, it's the same principle as a phone call, a cold call.
Yeah.
You really only have 10-15 seconds to get their attention and get them to be interested. So
Exactly.
that's awesome. So based off of this, so just to be clear, you would, for the cold side of things, you connect with them, you wait a couple of days, and then you send them that message. Do you deliberately say, I'm going to use this approach when I connect with them? Do you do anything related to email or phone or SMS in addition, or is it just voice?
Are you saying I'm using text, like cold texting?
No, I mean, like when you're doing the cold message, do you?
Oh, where's the context? Okay, yeah. So 3 people have asked me this question. So now I have to A/B test it. So I just send the voice message because I come in like a curiosity in a mysterious way. That was my thought process. And I've gotten really good results. Now, what I need to do next, to be honest with you, is add context to it. I don't know the testing on that because I normally don't do it. I just normally send the voice message and then that's it. My follow-up 2-3 days later after that is their first name, any feedback on my voice message, looking forward to your response. And that I normally don't mention failed attempts, but on LinkedIn, I can see if someone has seen the voice message, so I can always ask any feedback on this. So any feedback is more open because then they could be like, hey, look, I didn't even get a chance to listen to it, or I'm not interested, whatever. But that's the only time I ever mention really a failed attempt is that voice message. I just say, hey, any feedback?
Gotcha. That's awesome. And one of the things here is it's a great, I think it's a great strategy, but it's also not like something you can completely automate. You got to actually put in the work, right? Like it's not,
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a 60-second or 50 seconds of voice probably takes maybe a couple of tries or
yeah, for sure. Make sure your voice is right.
Yeah. Few minutes of research, you've got no background noise. I mean, those are simple things, but more so the research you're doing on folks. Do you do in the 30 seconds or in the meat of the audio and the voice message, how much of it is canned or is it specific to that person? I guess like just talking about personalization or maybe even research that you do beforehand.
Yeah, so there's really only 2 different lanes I go down. One is just personalized, and personalized can mean that it's based on their industry, and I've worked with different people in their industry, so that leads to results. Or I've done research on their website. This is probably a tier 1 account for the most part. But again, this either here nor there on that one. It depends on how much research I've done. But normally I do my research ahead of time to make sure I can get the most out of it. So that's that spot. It's personalized. You definitely know that I've done a lot of research. The second one is a persona based. So that means I just know your challenges and your priorities. And then based on me knowing that, that's where my message comes into play. And that one's not canned. It's just based on that persona. So it's relevant to them to a certain degree. So at least it can get a response. So those are the 2 ways I go about it if I make a voice message.
Love it. Love it. Where can people go to find out more about you and learn more?
Yeah, super simple. Check me out on LinkedIn, Morgan J. Ingram. That's the best way to connect with me. And yeah, if you have more questions, just hit me up there.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. This is awesome. I'm excited that I'm going to go try this. First of all, I'm going to go try this like tonight.
Do it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm not a salesperson, so it's going to be a little awkward too. So it'll be natural.
But the thing is like it creates a human touch, right? And yeah, like I do it and it works. I talk to sales leaders and people may say you have a brand and it works, but I'm telling you all right now, like I have reps that are clients that use it and they're getting meetings too. And they don't have a lot of brand recognition as much as maybe some other people. So this, again, it's a novelty. I would take advantage of it while you can. Definitely get you some extra meetings out there.
Love it. I love how you just acknowledge, like, hey, this ain't gonna work forever, but do it now, because knowing that it makes you, really separates the leaders from the not so leaders, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, awesome. I like that. Like the little banter at the end will be good.
Just like it.
Yeah. Cool, man. That was good. Short and sweet, to the point. So I'll give you back those 45 minutes in your day.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Take care. Well, so quick thing. This will go live. We'll start the pre-promotion end of July. So 29th, I believe, is when we're aiming for the landing page for the virtual conference to go live. And then all the content drops on the 14th of August. So
cool.
Mark or I will send you some stuff. We just appreciate if you can share it social media somewhere.
Absolutely.
Awesome, dude. All right. Take care, man. Have a good weekend.
All right. You have a good one.